girl, Carolyn Gray, host of the Looking and Feeling Your Best at Any Age channel on YouTube, as well as the Information Queen channel on YouTube. And I stopped by to make a quick video after I've already made an outfit of the day video, where again, I'm trying to look upscale on a budget. But I wanted to do another video that's even shorter because someone was saying they really liked the outfits, but she thought that my skin was flawless. Especially at 51. I'll be 52 in less than a month, and so I try to do my best to take care of my skin. I'm not going to say it's good genes or take it for granted that that I just have pretty decent skin, but I actually put work in, and she just wanted to know what I'm doing with my skin. So even though I have two videos, one on the Looking and Feeling Your Best at Any Age channel, one for my nighttime routine as well as one for my morning routine, and I detail all the products. In fact, I go through the steps of what, or at least most of them anyway, of the steps that I do at night. However, this video I'm just going to quickly run through the products as well as how I use them and other things that I might do to contribute to what I'm hoping is flawless at 50 skin, or over 50 skin. Maybe I should title this Flawless and Over 50. But anyway, starting off, this is the biggest thing that I could attribute my skin, especially at this age. The fact that I've been drinking a boatload of water ever since I was in college, back in like 1988. I think that's when, or maybe even as early as late 87, when I just decided, I don't know if I decided, but I got the inspiration to drink more water than soda, and then eventually I quit drinking soda probably a little over a decade ago. So now at least 90% of the time you'll see me drinking water, and I don't just drink 8 glasses a day. I drink as much as as I feel like drinking. And the only bad thing about drinking water is a lot of people don't recognize thirst. So once you get used to having your mouth wet a lot of times, then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm thirsty, and so you will not like being thirsty. So I actually have to carry bubble gum in my purse, so that anytime that I'm thirsty and I can't get water, I actually want to have my mouth to be wet. So anyway, drinking water helps definitely with that. And a lot of people confuse thirst with hunger. That's the other problem. You'll say, oh, well, I'm hungry, when really you're probably thirsty. So it's one of the ways that I keep my weight down, and it also helps to flush out, toxins. And I work out on the treadmill a lot too, so I definitely have to be careful to hydrate afterwards. So water, get yourself some water, drink it 90% of the time. I don't drink soda, I don't drink alcohol. That helps to to make the skin look better as well. And I don't smoke, so no smoking, no drinking, no sodas. The only carbonated beverages that you'll ever see me drink are those Friday night Red Bull indulgences. But Friday night is the only time that I drink it, because everybody has to have something. You can't just drink water all the time. And I do shots of grape juice and prune juice with my vitamins in the morning. And elderly lady told me about the benefit of prune juice, and after having my first successful colonoscopy, I think that she's right. So I'm just gonna go with that flow, and it also has like a lot of potassium and fiber, so so I'm hoping it's a good thing. So anyway, so water first thing, and then with my breakfast and dinner, I take an Alive vitamin. I break it in half, so one in the morning, one in the evening. And this is the Women's Energy Formula. I think that, your nutrition needs to be good as well for your skin to look healthy. So I'm going to attribute a small amount of it to taking vitamins regularly, as well as other health benefits. And then also I take evening primrose oil, mainly for my knees, so that my knees don't hurt, because I'm on the treadmill for at least 83 minutes, 5 mornings a week. So that means that I'm jogging for a little over 4 miles, and I'm on there for a total of 6.33 miles. We'll see how long that lasts. And this is something I've gradually worked my way up to over years. So exercise is definitely a factor, because one, like I said, it flushes out toxins, because you're sweating like crazy. I have 3 washcloths for that workout. So I am sweating a lot, and I think the sweating helps to get a lot of the impurities out of my pores. So I'm going to chalk some of it up to exercising. And evening primrose oil, like I said, is for my knees. But if you ever look at the bottle, it says women's health. You know, because it has a lot of omega-6 fatty acids and GLAs and blah, blah, blah. But the lady at the health resource said it also helps with skin. I don't know if that's the case, if it really has attributed or contributed to some of my clear skin, but it's worth a shot because that's what they're saying. And I've been taking it like with each meal every day for the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. So who knows? Maybe it's helping, but it's worth a shot, especially if your knees have bothered you. And my knees hurt less now at 51, getting ready to turn 52, than they did when I was 35. So it's definitely something good about it. So then next step, I wake up in the morning. After I work out, I take a shower. And then in the shower, I use these Olay Regenerist Advanced Anti-Aging Microderm Cleansing Cloths. Any of the Olay cleansing cloths, like some of them just might be for sensitive skin, but sometimes you can find the anti-aging, but it doesn't have to be anti-aging. I only wash my face in the morning with a cloth from all of Olay. So go to your grocery store, Walmart, drugstore, and you can find these for like about $6 and something. And if you get like just the refill packs, it'll probably be $5 and something. It's cheaper if you go to Walmart and get like a 2-pack if they ever have that. So anyway, so cleansing cloths to wash your face, and then after I do that, I get a cotton ball and dip it in sea breeze for sensitive skin. It's an astringent, and I don't care what people like Dr. Oz might say, that, you know, like washing your face or using the cleansing cloths, you know, like the makeup removers, they don't remove all of the stuff from your skin, especially if you use makeup. So it's really helpful to me, especially if I ever get, you know, like a bump on my forehead or on my face or something. I definitely use Sea Breeze at least twice a day. So I'm going to move that over to the nighttime routine so I don't forget. Then after I, you know, use a cotton ball to get my face and my neck, and I use a cleansing cloth on my neck too. So whatever you do for your face, do for your neck, because your neck will show age faster, especially if you don't give it any care. And then I also use it on my hands. It helps to exfoliate as well as to clean. And so then after that, I get a Q-tip and I use Neutrogena's Rapid Wrinkle Repair Eye Cream, which has accelerated retinol SA, whatever the heck that is. But I squirt a little bit on my hand, get 2 Q-tips, and I go under my eye, and I get like right in here, because this is an area that you don't normally do anything to. And I noticed that little fine lines started to form there, so I used a Q-tip to take care of that. So I'm going to move that to the nighttime regimen as well. And then, even though I'm black, you still need sunscreen. Black people, we need sunscreen. The Lord has blessed us with pigment, which gives us about a 13 SPF protection from what I've read in the past, but that's not enough to deal with the UVA and the UVB rays. And so when I was probably about 20 years ago, the pediatrician told me, when you take the boys out to the pool, you know, put sunscreen on them. I was like, really? But we're black. And they said, you know, that doesn't matter. You need to protect your skin. So from that moment on, I said, okay, well, my moisturizers need to have SPF as well. Over the years, I started with like maybe SPF 15, because that's about all that I saw in the moisturizers. But now most moisturizers have at least SPF 30. So I use Neutrogena's excuse me, Rapid Wrinkle Repair Moisturizer with Sunscreen, and it has a broad spectrum SPF of 30. So I, you know, just squirt a little bit of that and put it on my face, on my neck, on my hands, on the back part of my hands, not on this part. That's a waste of the product. But and I'm not like exclusively Neutrogena, because sometimes I do switch to Olive Olay's SPF 30 moisturizer as well. Both work very well for me. So you take your pick, whichever works for you. And even if you're in your 20s, I don't see the harm in using this. But whatever moisturizer you use, try to pick one with an SPF 30 if you get a chance. And then if you have any sort of like, you know, irritations or breakouts or whatever, like where you get the fine bumps or like some sort of rash, I had to use Exoderm during the summer when I went to Georgia, where it was hot as HE double hockey sticks, and I was using, I forgot something. I'm so glad I mentioned that. Before the moisturizer, you know, after I do the under eye area, I also use a serum, Neutrogena's, and the reason it's cut is because I was almost out, and I like to get my money's worth, so I cut the, you know, the aluminum thing in half and use Q-tips to get the remaining traces out. But this is Neutrogena's Rapid Wrinkle Repair Serum, which also has accelerated retinol SA. Again, whatever that is, it's supposed to help with fine lines, so I use a little bit of that, especially around, you know, my mouth area to deal with laugh lines, because I smile and laugh a lot, and then also on my forehead. So I use that just a little bit, not a whole bunch, and I use it on my neck and on my hands as well. So I use that in the morning underneath the moisturizer, and then, like I said, when I had a fine breakout, I wasn't using Neutrogena's serum, I was using number 7's serum, a more expensive one that you can find at Target and that Dr. Phil has promoted before. For some reason, using that one when I was in Georgia, my face broke out and these fine bumps, and I did a video talking about it. But the Exoderm Flare Control Cream, they say common sense for sensitive skin, this really helped. So if you ever have like little, you know, breakouts, not acne, but minor like rashes or whatever, this was a good product. So I'm holding on to that, you know, for the rare case when that happens. And the reason I have the Ziploc bag is because since this is exposed to the air, you know, it would dry out, and I guess the efficacy, I like to use that word, you know, the effectiveness of the product, you know, may be diminished if it's out in the air. So I was keeping it in the Ziploc bag. So when I go to Walmart, I'm going to get some more of this because it's definitely something that I see adds value. And then, because like, you know, everybody has like little lines on their forehead, even, you know, younger people, like my oldest son who's 23, he has more lines on his forehead than I do, or like the little lines that are along the side, and I see young girls have them too. But I use a little of Revlon's, is it Revlon? No, it's L'Oreal, their Revitalift Miracle Blur, just, I mean, just a very small amount, not even more than like this, if you use it, and like, you know, blend it into your like your forehead, any lines that you might have, you know, here, nowhere else is needed. I guess if you had lines on the side of your eyes, you could try it there, but this will last forever because I'm not using that much. And I must say it does smooth out just a little bit, but don't use too much, because especially if you're darker like I am, it will, you know, it can show up on your skin because this is underneath makeup. So okay, so that's my morning routine. And then, you know, I guess if anybody is curious if I'm wearing a lot of makeup, I'm not, and I'm so basic. I'm using this product I used to find at Sally's. It's a Mineral Effects, and it's a little darker than what my skin color actually is, because I have discoloration around my mouth from using Clinique's Turnaround Cream years ago, where my pigment turned around and left, and it still hasn't come back. And there's a little, you know, lightening on my cheek area. So I just like put a little bit of this, like, you know, around here, you know, just sweep up there, sweep up there. So I'm not using, you know, like foundation. I'm not using a whole bunch of, you know, loose powder or anything to create this. I'm letting my skin breathe, and I really believe at this age, less is more. And then, what else? I just do some eyeliner, you know, eyeshadow. In terms of trying to make my lashes longer, I use MAC's False Lashes Maximizer, or the eyelash primer. And I was using So Lashy Waterproof by CoverGirl. I actually don't like it as much as I like the Clump Crusher by, I believe this is Maybelline, from CoverGirl as well. So I'm going to actually probably get some more of this when I go to Walmart. And then, speaking of MAC, I use their Rebel lipstick, and then I'm like topping it with Dreamy lip gloss. So that's the look that you're seeing today. And I'm using some very inexpensive CoverGirl, just goldness eyeshadow. And then the other thing is I use like the blot powder that MAC has, you know, just to keep my face from being shiny. And it's not supposed to really have any color, but the one that they pick that I can use is dark. They could be more imaginative with the name, you know, you're just dark. You know, just take this and go. You're dark. But anyway, I took it and I went and I used this, like I said, to keep me from having a shiny forehead, which is one of my weaknesses. I tend to, you know, have like oil there. And then at night, before I go to bed, I don't wash my face again because I think it's drying, you know, to wash your face multiple times a day. So what I use is Neutrogena's makeup remover. They're cleansing towelettes, and this is a refill pack. Kerry Washington used to advertise, and like she would show just using one. Well, obviously, I'm not using what she's using because one is not going to work. I actually have to use two. And so I'll use two. I'll get the under eye area, the top of the eye, hold it on the mascara a little bit, and it does do a pretty decent job of getting at least 95% of your makeup off. However, like Dr. Oz was saying, something like this is enough. It's not enough for me. And if I just went with that, I would probably get bumps or breakouts. So I use Sea Breeze. I get a cotton ball, put some Sea Breeze, the astringent on there, you know, go over all of my face except for under your, you know, your eye area. Leave that alone. But everywhere else, and you'll see dirt. You'll see makeup still coming off to your neck. And then once you do that, I get the Q-tip again with the Neutrogena's Rapid Wrinkle Repair Eye Cream, and I like, you know, gently, you know, stand away from the inner eye, but I gently, you know, go around there, go around, you know, this inner, you know, upper eye area to make sure I get any traces of like eye mascara, you know, mascara or just any, you know, eye makeup that might have gotten there, because you'll see the fine lines more if stuff is in, you know, their debris, makeup, whatever. So then I do that, and then I go back to the Neutrogena's Rapid Wrinkle Repair Serum. I'm sorry, I'm so busted that I'm showing you, you know, a broken one, but you really should get the inside of that. I got that idea from Shark Tank because there was a product that was being created to allow women to not waste as much stuff, and I do the same thing for this as well. And then after I put the serum on, especially like here, very little, not a whole lot, you know, forehead, you know, like there, neck, hands, definitely. And then I go with Neutrogena's Ageless Intensive Deep Wrinkle Moisture Nighttime Treatment. And I get that all over my face except for around the eyes, because this is actually a moisturizer. You don't really need any other moisturizer around your eyes. I do my neck, I do my hands, and then I take my butt to bed, and that's really all I do to take care of my skin. It does seem like a lot, but I don't think so. You really have to put work in if you're gonna reap the benefits of your skin looking, you know, as good as it can look over the years. And I feel really good and really blessed to be, you know, on the brink of 52, and my skin still looks pretty healthy. And even when I took one of my sons to a dermatologist, the dermatologist, he was shocked that I was, you know, my son's mother, and then he asked me a question. He said, "You don't drink or smoke, do you?" And I said, "No, I don't." And he said, "Okay, your skin is, you know, like kind of telling, you know, what your habits are like." So I was really blessed by that comment, but you know, there's more to it. So you don't have to spend a fortune. You don't have to, you know, go buy department store products. You can go to the grocery store, Walmart, the drugstore, and then you can find what you need, you know, to be flawless, if I am flawless, according to the person who said it. Thank you so much for that compliment. That's the goal. Whether I achieve it or not, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm working towards, to being as flawless as I can in my 50+ status. So whatever your age is, you know, work to get your skin as flawless as it can be as well. And if you have acne that, you know, that can't be, you know, dealt with this, definitely go to the dermatologist, and I'm sure they'll have some answers for you. But hopefully that helps somebody out there to take better care of their skin, because if you don't take care of it, It's not going to take care of you. So hopefully that helps. If this was of value to you, definitely like the video, share some comments, share it with other friends that you think might be helped by it. And also, if you want to know the full outfit that I'm wearing today, check out the video that was recorded before this that shows my outfit of the day. And also for the Information Queen channel especially, I do a lot of videos by demand. If you ask me, then you know, hopefully I can come up with something good to share, because I still owe someone a Making Marriage Work video. But until then, thanks so much for stopping by, and I look forward to sharing more videos with you in the very near future. Also, in case you didn't know, I have a website, which is at www.yourbestatanyaage.com, where I have blog posts that you can check out as well. So until then, take care. Bye-bye.